Hi guys, welcome into the actress vlog. At first I would like to wish you happy Easter because today is Easter Sunday, so I hope so far so good, I know it's difficult time now because those Easters, they're completely different from others, but let's stay positive and let's hope everything gonna come back to normal soon. Today it's gonna be short and sweet. Today we're going to talk about poem. I just realized that poem sort of disappearing at the moment in in our profession. I remember when I was about to passing my exam to academy, and even way before that, lots of people who was thinking about acting, they knew lots of poems, and not only the Polish one, there was also poems of English writer, French, Italian, etc, etc. The whole art of saying poem is very difficult because, as you know, it's not only about the words, but it's also about the second bottom, something what is under the lines, written in between. So that's why it's always very important when you get the poem, before you're gonna perform this poem, sit down, read that poem, read between the lines, and analyze this poem, because in a way to get to the interpretation of the poem, first you have to analyze the poem, not only from the like a artistic side, but also technical side, because there's some poems, or for example arts of literature, which they're written in a way as the poem is said. So for example, Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare, or for us in Poland we have Pantadeusz, and there is a sort of way how you're supposed to read those lines. When I was taught how to read those lines, my teacher, she sort of show us on the beginning this like in drawing. So she basically drew this like a line which looked like a orca, or like a big fish, something like that. And she said, like, you need to follow those lines because this poem you're reading like up, down, smooth, and again up, down, smooth. But we're gonna talk about this one the other time. I would like to actually start talking about the poems and the literature from back home, but also from different countries. So maybe you can help me, maybe you can recommend something. Like I said, there is an important technical part of the poem, because when you analyze the poem, when you're reading between the lines, you need to decide where you can sort of go after what the author said. So where is full stop, where is pause, this and that. But also it's very important how you feel, because you gonna perform this in the end. That have to be sort of agree with your soul, with your body, with your expression. You have to feel it, because if you're gonna just copy something, that's not gonna be a proper way. Of course, in a sort of text you have to copy the style. Like I said, there's Shakespeare or Pantadeusz, so Sienkiewicz, where you have to follow those rules. However, you still have to adapt this to yourself. This is a little bit like a higher level, but in general, in poems you have to become one. So poem and you have to become one. So remember, when you get the poem, sit down, read the poem through, look for your breaks, your pause. So look for the technical part, and also read between the lines. So do the analyze. So analyze the text, interpretate the text, just to see where is that meaning. Don't just follow the words, because there is some meaning behind those words. So yeah, I think the poems are very important, and I think it's very good if actors, they have at least 2 or 3 poems in their pocket. For example, one which is like not the poem but coming from this literature, like I said, Shakespeare or Sienkiewicz, or from different countries, we have different writers, and you know the technical way of saying, but you also have your own interpretation, and also 2 poems, like your favorite one, maybe something classic, maybe something modern. Of course, if you're speaking more than one language, maybe it's good if you have at least one poem in the language, another language you speak. And I think it's very important to go into the poems as actors. Maybe even sometimes when you're going for audition and you have a freedom of use, whatever you can, maybe it's good to go with a poem and show that you can go with the poem, you know. But definitely go with the poems. Poems are very important. All of the poems were inspiration for centuries to people. That was the art, and I think it's still very big art, because it's not that easy to write the poem, and it's definitely not that easy to perform the poem. I would like to very much you guys to get involved, because I would like to, like, in maybe not every single episode, but maybe every second, third episode, in the end perform the poem. But maybe not only myself. I would be super grateful if you would like to perform for us the poem. If you like to, please let me know, please email me, and then just record yourself and send me the video, and in the end of the episodes I will show you performing your poem, and I think that will be really great. For today I will not perform, but I will read you a very beautiful poem, and I think it's very nice, and it's in English, of course. And the poem is called Stay Wild. You are not born a statue, nor rooted like a tree. You were born a wild one, a spirit pure and free. No cage should hold your captivity, no title should define. You are flexible and fluid, so can change at any time. Without nothing set in stone and so much to explore, wander down a million paths and rattles every door. Never stop adventuring, embarrass your inner child. Stay fearless and stay curious. Stay positive. Stay wild. Okay guys, so that was Stay Wild, a poem by Moem. Very nice one. If you like this poem, I'm gonna give you a link in a box below the film. And then now guys, yeah, again, if you like what you see, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Leave me a comment. Oh, regarding the comments, I just get yesterday on Saturday very nice comment from a person who really enjoyed the exercise classes with Jerzy Grotowski, and she said it helped her so much because she converted her monologue from Shakespeare to like physical exercise, and she said that was very great. So my god, thank you very much for that great comment. And yeah guys, please hit that button here, subscribe, and I wish you to have a great Easter Sunday and great Easter Monday. Stay tuned and we're gonna see each other next week. Bye!